Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. I have another rummage sale haul to show you guys. This one is from the end of April, so I'm running a little bit behind here. I have so many rummage sale hauls to show you guys, it's ridiculous. But this particular sale was one that's fairly close to my house. I discovered it a couple years ago, and the nice thing about it, usually, is that it's outside, so you can get there a little bit early and shop. The town has a town-wide tag sale, and then the church also does their own tag sale, which is more like a rummage sale, on one side of the parking lot. They've got tons of stuff, and it's normally like dirt cheap. And then on the other side of the parking lot, the people who don't want to do a garage sale at their house or who might live out of town can pay for a spot, and they have like a little flea market on the other side of the parking lot. So the majority of the time, I don't even go to the houses in the townwide sale. I just hit the church on one side, the flea market on the other, and then I go back home. So Wendy and I were excited for this one. She started going to this one with me last year, and then we saw the weather report, and it said it was going to rain. We're like, ugh, because that messed us up, because I think we had another one planned the next weekend, and we thought that this one would get moved to the next weekend. The townwide sale got moved, but the church decided to still have their sale and do it inside, which was great, except waiting in line for it was not so great, because it was raining, and there were, I think, maybe a dozen of us outside, or maybe a few more by the time it opened. Of course, her and I got there about an hour early. The overhang on this church was only about 8 inches, plus water was dripping off the overhang, so no matter where you stood, you were getting wet. Even with an umbrella, you were getting wet to some degree. And we thought they would let us in because there's a foyer inside the church. There's a pretty decent-sized foyer. We're like, oh, you know, like most other sales, they'll let us in. No. They just let us hang out in the rain for an hour and get drenched. But as you guys can see, it was definitely worth it. So let me show you everything that I got there. I'm going to go through these embroidery kits really, really quick, because probably the majority of you don't want to see the specifics of those. And I'm also going to let you know that I spent a total of $50 on everything you see here. And I did go back the next weekend on my way home from another rummage sale when everything was half off. And I still managed to find a few more things. So like I said, total $50. And I'll start with the kits first. All of these are worth approximately around 10, some a little more than that. So I got this Sesame Street birth announcement kit. This one's brand spanking new in the package. And I'm just going to throw these on the floor, guys, so pardon the noise. This Needle Art Sea Otter cross stitch kit, he's adorable. I think I might have put 15 on him. All these I think are listed except for a few. This Pansies needlepoint frame kit, I can't find another one on eBay, so I think I might have put that one up for 15. This Floral Harmony kit, this is one of those stamped kits that you just kind of accent with cross stitch. Again, you know, around 10. This is a Garden Magic needlepoint kit. This has both designs in the package. It is open. A lot of these were open, but everything in them was in brand new condition, so that really doesn't make any kind of a difference. I think because there's 2 in here, I put it up for 15. This Butterfly Trio from Sunset is a stamped kit. It's open. I think I have 10 to 15 on that. This one I put up for a little more because this was designed by Lena Lou, if I'm saying that right. And I believe this one tends to go for around 25 to 30, maybe a little more. This one is from Creative Circle, and it actually has both of the designs in it. The problem with this company, It's not really a problem. It's just, I think a lot of sellers don't really pay attention to these, at least people that aren't really familiar with needlepoint and cross stitch, because I've seen it happen with a few sellers. Because they see two designs, you assume both of them are in there, which is a perfectly acceptable thing to do. But this company, normally they would have a picture on the front, and I'll show you in the next examples, that have 1, 2, or 3 designs on it, and well, not one, no, 2 or 3 designs on it, but it only includes one. Like this one will say, this package contains kits 0540. Well, this whole thing is 0540. So you got everything in here, and I believe I put this up for 15. Then this one, this shows you guys what I'm talking about. This one only has design 536 in it, which is this adorable one with the forest friends. Reminds me of my backyard. This one with the fairy pillow is not in here. So if you guys find these in your travels and you pick them up, just make sure you check and see if it includes only one design, both of them. Usually when I take pictures for these, I try and just take a picture like this so that the buyer only sees the one design and they don't get confused. This is a long stitch needlepoint kit from, oh no it isn't, it's a crewel kit, sorry, from Avon called Winter Snowscape. I think that I put up for around 15. A bunch of these little ones, these all are up there for 10 to 12 with free shipping. This Bucilla Miracle of Friendship. This Bucilla Cruel Topiary. This Little White Kitty. These little Christmas kits were all brand new and sealed, but none of them were worth very much by themselves. So I made a big lot with 2 of these lace ornaments, 2 of these glitter ornaments, and then this Santa right here. And they're up for 15 plus shipping. Then this is a Jiffy Stitchery, like door or wall hanger crewel kit. There's a bunch of these up there. They don't seem to be selling very well, so I tried to put as many keywords in it as I could, like dog, teddy bear, toys, just to see if that would make a difference. But if it does sell, it's only going to make about 10. Then this is another one of those creative circle ones. This one only has the Kiss the Cook design in it, which I think is cool. It's kind of a retro design. It does not have this fruit and vegetable one in it. That's open. That should get around 10. These 2 kits are open and started. This is Tiger's Haven from Bucilla. Really pretty tiger kit. There's a few up there. They only go for around 10. So I made sure I put, I think, Jungle Cat and I forget what other keywords I tried to sneak in there to attempt to get more views. Speaking of which, I have one down here who's inspecting everything that just fell on the floor. Baby! Say hi! He has to get into everything. And this is a needlepoint cat kit called Friends of the Library. I've sold this one before. For some reason, they took a photocopy of the cover sheet on this. So it looks a little weird. But I think I actually have a watcher on it, even though there's a bunch of these that are already on eBay in better condition than this. But, you know, fingers crossed. This is a Little Miss Muffet smocked pleated ornament kit. You have to supply your own styrofoam ball and all that. I don't do sewing. This goes for around, I think, 15 plus shipping. This one's really pretty. This Madonna and Child long stitch needlepoint from, I think, Bucilla. That one is started as well. I think I have that up for around 15. This little Cuddly Kittens sampler from Jan Lynn is open, and I have to replace the fabric in it because there's a little stain on it. So I made sure I wrote myself a note, so I remember to put a new piece of cross-stitch fabric in it. This one has a few watchers on it. It's called A Winter's Night from, I think this is also Creative Circle, but they ripped the cover sheet in pieces, so you can't find the maker's mark. But this one is started, and that should also go for around 10. Then this Dimensions Victoriana Welcome, I think I have up for 10 to 15. This All Things Stitchery Kit. There's another one up on eBay, but I think I put Tree of Life, and I tried to put the name of all the animals in there, just in case people were looking for something really specific. So again, like 10 to 15. This one is a Thomas Kincaid needlepoint kit, and this one by itself I think I have up for 24 plus shipping. And I also have these two little ones up for 24 each plus shipping because you can't find them anymore, and apparently that's what they sell for. These are from Stony Creek. They come with the little pewter frames. I thought at first glance they were exactly the same, and I only took pictures of one, and then I realized when I was listing them that they were different. They're open but complete, have watchers on them, so fingers crossed they each get 25 a piece. And then over here we've got a whole boatload of Thomas Kincaid, and instead of selling these individually, I decided to sell them in lots. I split them up in 2 lots. These first 3, I guess he did a summer series. I have all of them but winter. So I put this Quiet Evening, Beyond Spring Gate, and Valley of Peace together. And I'm going to list those for 30 plus shipping. These are the only ones I haven't gotten listed yet, as well as this lot. And this had a couple of repeats from the previous lot that I showed you. That's why I ended up splitting them up into 2. But they're absolutely beautiful. And on their own, they only sell for about 10. Some a little more than that, depending on the subject matter. But I'm going to list these all together for between 100 to 150. I might put them up for 150 with best offer plus shipping. So it was definitely worth going to the sale just for those. And I have 3 other kits that I can't show you because they're already gone. One sold for 10, one sold for 15, and one butterfly like lap quilt kit sold for 25. So with those 3, I just about, after fees, made all my money back, and the rest of this is profit. Okay, next up are these 3 gallery glass blank kits. If you guys don't know what gallery glass is, it's kind of like just a glass paint that came out in the, I think, late 80s, early 90s. Used to be really popular. There's, you know, it's still around. But with these, you can make 2 different houses. And this one is a little bit different. Yeah, I got 2 of those. One of these, I paid maybe 50 cents to $1 for each of them, and I think I listed them for 15 a piece plus shipping, because they are kind of hard to find, but I might have to wait a little while to get a bite on those. And then the next time I went back, that next week, on my way home from another sale, I found these 3 gallery glass ornament blanks. Each one has 3 stars in them. I paid, I think, 50 cents for all 3. Because by the time I got to the sale that next Saturday, everything was half off. So it was great. Alright, I'm going to show you these things first, and then I'll move over to this yarn. I believe I paid 50 cents to $1 for this mug. From Anthropology, this is a block print mug. I have this up for, I think, 15 plus shipping. And then this one, I don't usually buy unbranded mugs, but I just love it. It reminds me of, you know, my little guy that I just showed you. So if it doesn't sell, I'll probably keep it for myself. I have this listed for 10 plus shipping. This Bath & Body Works Prismatic Stars body cream is has been discontinued, like they do with a lot of Bath & Body Works scents, which, you know, once you get hooked on one and they discontinue it, God, that's annoying. The only place you can really find them is eBay. This one is only going for about 8 to 10 plus shipping. Then, the last kind of non-crafty thing I got was this adorable little bunny lamp. Standing out in the rain, we were able to look in the windows of the main room and kind of scope everything out before we went in. And this guy was on one of the front tables, so I had a good view of their holiday stuff. And I looked him up before we even walked in, and he was first on my list to go and grab. And sells for about, I think I paid $3, and it sells for around $60. And it looks really cute, all lit up. I would keep it, but I don't really have a lot of Easter decorations. Last thing I need in this house is more stuff. And the last two things I got that first time around was all this yarn. This is punch needle yarn, and I'm not even going to bother selling this in lots. I'm just going to sell it all together in bulk. Some of it is in better shape than others. I'm going to find some of it's a little stained, like this white one here has some spots on it, but I'm sure that's only like the surface yarn. The rest of it's fine. I can't even find the company that makes this. I have no idea how old it is, but I should be able to get, I'm going to say a minimum of 40. I'm hoping maybe at least 50, but we'll see. I'm probably going to put it up around 60 with best offer. And then this tatting yarn, I can't find this stuff really anywhere. I think there was maybe one listing on eBay that sold in the past year, and I think it was 9 assorted little skeins of it. I mean, these are tiny, you know, and they sold for around 20. This is one of 2 boxes I have. The other one has mostly white in it. I have a total of 100 skeins of this. I spent about $1 a box. Whoops, sorry guys, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. This phone never rings, but of course today it had to. It sells for about, I mean, even if I get $1 a skein on this, that's $100 right there. But I think I should be able to maybe get 2 to 3 a skein. I'm probably going to put one lot together, put it up at auction, see what happens before I make a decision on how to price the rest of it. Alright, and then when I went back the next week, like I said, I was on my way home from another sale and was waiting to pick my daughter up from work and wasn't far from her bakery. So I decided to go back there and see if I missed anything. And I did. This one had so many craft supplies because I guess there was an 87-year-old woman who was a big crafter. I mean, she did everything. Everything. There was ceramics, there was dollhouse stuff, there was all the sewing kits, all this yarn. I mean, you name it, she did it. And she had to go into assisted living, and so she donated it all to the church. So it was amazing. But I missed this Love and Money loom the first time around. It's not complete. It does have one piece missing. But I only paid $1.50 for it. And just this little shuttle by itself, you know, to weave the yarn through the loom, just this by itself sells on eBay for $20. I'm probably going to sell it as is, and I should be able to get at least $40 plus shipping. Then for, I think, 50 cents, I got this Speedball lino cutter assortment. The packaging is a little jacked up, but it's still in brand new condition. This should sell for, I think, around 15. And this little guy, this adorable little polar bear lamp, he was only 50 cents. He's from Target. And the only thing wrong with him was he didn't have a bulb. But I took one of the bulbs from the bunny rabbit lamp and put it in here, and everything works great. And he should sell for around $20 plus shipping. Then last but not least, I have no idea where these came from and why they were still there at the very, very end of this sale. But I found 2 Yadro figurines, and they're in perfect, perfect condition. Got this little sleeping naked baby for 50 cents. Both of these sell for around 20 to 25 a piece. And then this is the sleeping baby Jesus. So that's it, guys. I will be back, like I said, with more rummage sale hauls. There's one where I found a boatload of Christmas. And then, of course, there's the Super Bowl of rummage sales haul that's probably going to end up being 2 videos. And there's even more beyond all that. My house is getting ridiculously full. I just have no business even going out sourcing, but I just can't help it. Especially not when there's rummage sales going on. I'm addicted. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.